our wonderful planet. You think you know it, right? But just when you think you've seen it all, bam, it hits you with a mystery. From caves that feel like you're stepping into another world, to oceans that hold secrets deeper than you can imagine. Let's take a trip around the globe and explore the places where nature flexes its creative muscles. Buckle up, we're about to get curious. Greenland. This is where ice and fire meet in an eternal tango. The Northern Lights? Yep, they've got front row seats to the best light show on Earth. It's cold, sure, but it's like the universe is throwing confetti just for you. Now, let's head to Madagascar, where you'll find trees that look like they've been planted upside down. The baobabs. These giants have been around for over 1,000 years. Silent witnesses to everything from ancient migrations to, well, you snapping a selfie. Seriously, how do they stay so chill? Meanwhile, in the Galapagos Islands, it's like evolution decided to have a little fun. You've got marine iguanas that swim, turtles that seem ancient, and birds with blue feet. Because why not? Charles Darwin came here, and we all know how that turned out. Theory of evolution? Anyone? Next, we have the Amazon rainforest. It's like nature said, let's throw every single plant and animal on Earth into one place and see what happens. Spoiler, magic happens. And, hey, did you know the Amazon is like Earth's lungs? While you're scrolling TikTok, it's out here keeping the planet breathing. Pretty wild, right? Okay, now picture this. A little village called Hallstatt in Austria. Looks like it fell straight out of a fairy tale. You've got snow-capped mountains, a lake that reflects like glass, and houses so cute they make gingerbread homes jealous. Winter here, it's like walking into a snow globe. Just watch your step though. No one wants to see you fall in the snow, as funny as it might be. If we're talking about royal vibes, Neuschwanstein Castle in Germany is the place. This isn't just a castle. It's the castle. Rumor has it that Walt Disney got his inspiration for Sleeping Beauty's castle here. So, thank King Ludwig II for your childhood dreams. Puerto Princesa in the Philippines. It's home to a river that flows through an underground cave. Grab a boat and float through passages that'll make you feel like you've entered another dimension. Stalactites and stalagmites everywhere. It's nature's very own chandelier showroom. And, oh, let's not forget Seychelles. A tropical paradise where every beach looks like it's been photoshopped in real time. White sands, turquoise waters, and boulders the size of your car. If that doesn't scream take a break, I don't know what does. But maybe you're more into rugged adventures? Welcome to Arches National Park in Utah. Over 2,000 stone arches, each one shaped by time, wind, and a bit of drama. Hike through, and you'll probably find yourself wondering, how on earth did this happen? New Zealand? Anyone? The Waitomo glowworm caves are like stepping into a real-life starry night, only it's underground, and the stars are tiny glowing worms. Trust me, it's way cooler than it sounds. And then there's Sondum Cave in Vietnam, the largest cave in the world. Hidden jungles, crystal clear rivers, It's like the Earth's secret hideout. A place where, for once, it feels like nature's in charge, not us. All right, let's keep this adventure rolling. Next stop, the Great Barrier Reef in Australia. It's the biggest coral reef system in the world, and it's basically the underwater version of Times Square. Just, with fish instead of flashing billboards. The colors down there? Unbelievable. From parrotfish to humpback whales, it's like the ocean decided to throw the biggest, most diverse party ever. And guess what? You're invited. Now, if you're in the mood for something mystical, how about Zhujiagu Valley in China? They say the lakes here are so clear, you can see straight to the bottom. Imagine this: emerald, turquoise, and sapphire-colored lakes, surrounded by ancient forests and waterfalls that look like they were painted by the gods themselves. Legends say goddesses once bathed in these lakes. Kind of makes you feel like you're walking in some sacred space. Right? Speaking of sacred, how about Meteora in Greece? Giant rock formations with monasteries perched right on top. It's like someone forgot to mention that gravity's a thing when they were building these. The monks must have had some serious faith and maybe a good head for heights. It's a place where the divine meets the dramatic. And hey, even if you're not into monasteries, the views alone are worth the visit. And since we're on the topic of heights, Trolltunga in Norway. This cliff juts out over 700 meters above Lake Ringadalsvatnet, and honestly, it looks like the kind of place you'd see in an epic fantasy movie. Stand on the edge, look down, if you dare, and feel like you're on top of the world. In the winter, it's like stepping into a silent, snowy wonderland, but any time of year, it's jaw-dropping. Now, how about a little heat? Enter Victoria Falls on the border of Zambia and Zimbabwe. They call it the smoke that thunders. And for good reason. When the water crashes down, it creates a mist so thick, it's like the falls are making their own weather. Rainbows? Yeah, they practically live here. It's pure power in motion, and standing near it is like witnessing nature flexing its muscles. Feeling brave? Let's head over to Mount Everest. We all know the name. It's the highest point on Earth, where only the boldest climbers attempt to reach the summit. Up here, the air is thin and the stakes are high. But the reward? A view that literally no one else in the world can match. And even if you're not planning to climb, just being near it is enough to make you feel tiny in the best way possible. Or maybe you prefer something a little more serene, like the rolling lavender fields of Provence in France. Here, it's all about relaxation. Breathe in that lavender-scented air. Sip some wine. And let the peaceful countryside work its magic. It's the perfect escape from the hustle and bustle. Whether you're strolling through vineyards or gazing at a sunset over the Mediterranean. Now, I know what you're thinking. What about something truly out of this world? Well, we've got you covered with the Danakil Depression in Ethiopia. It's one of the hottest, most alien-looking places on Earth, with sulfur springs and lava lakes that make it feel like another planet. Geologists love it, adventurers love it, and you'll love it too if you're up for something completely wild. If you're more into tranquil waters though, Plitvice Lakes in Croatia is your place. Imagine a series of cascading lakes connected by waterfalls, all in the middle of a lush forest. It's like a natural staircase made out of water. The colors shift from emerald to turquoise, and the sound of rushing water is like nature's own lullaby.